In this video, we're going to figure out how much interest this student owes. We're going to figure out what the future value of the loan is, and we're also going to figure out what their monthly payment would be. So we're going to start off by using this formula, which is interest equals principal, which is whatever your starting value is. We multiply it by your rate, which we always write as a decimal, and then we multiply that by the term, which is the length of the loan, and we write that in years. So I'm going to start by writing I equals your interest equals your principal, which is your starting amount of $4,000. We multiply that by the rate, and the rate given here is 5.2%, but we have to write that as a decimal. So if you think of 5.2 as a percent, we could divide that by 100, and that'll give us the decimal version of that percentage. So then we're going to add in a 0.052. And then we multiply that by the term, which is always in years. But this problem gives us the term in months. So we want to take that 15 months and divide it by 12, and that'll put it in years, which will be 1.25 years. When you multiply all that together, 4,000 times 0.052 times 1.25, we're left with $260. So that's going to be the interest that accrues during the length of this loan, 15 months. So then what is the total value of that loan, which will include the principal, which is your starting value, and then also your interest. We're going to use this formula right here. So A basically represents our future value, and then we're going to add the principal, which we said was 4,000. That's the amount we started with. And then we're going to add that interest that was accrued as well. So that's going to be $260. So then our future value will be 4,260. That includes the starting value and all of that interest that accrued because we took out that loan. And then C, what's the student's monthly payment? Well, we take that final value right there that includes the principal and the interest, and we divide it by all the months in that loan. So that's going to be 15. So we take 4,260, we divide it up by that 15, and then that's going to be $260. So to recap, a student needed 4,000. He had 15 months to pay it back at a rate of 5.2%. So the cost for that loan was $260. That's what he was charged to borrow that money. Well, then if you add that with how much he borrowed, that was $4,260. That's the total value of the loan. And then if you divide that up by the number of months he has to pay that back, he has to pay $260 each month.